SiriusXM The Heat. I'm Mina SayWhat. You're in Mina's house. Joining the house today is a friend, Jacquees. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I'm in the building.
What's up, Quee? I've been thinking about you, man. It feels like I haven't seen you in a long time.
It has been a long time though. That's love though. I'm glad you're thinking about me for real. I'll be watching the video thinking about you like, damn, what are you?
Yeah, I mean, so you always join us for the holidays, right? So
Yeah,
3 years ago, you did our Christmas special. 2 years ago, you did our Thanksgiving special. And then last year, obviously, nothing.
right.
So I was like, I wonder what Jacquees is doing for the holidays, because I know you love the holidays.
You know I do. I mean, well, is it a holiday right now?
Not really. We just celebrated Valentine's Day.
Well, yeah, Valentine's Day just came. That is an international holiday, I guess.
Yeah, it's Women's History Month.
Right now?
Yeah, March.
Oh yeah, that's lit. I love the women. Shout out to all the women.
You know what though? I did see you. You didn't see me though, and I know that sounds creepy, but you did the King of R&B tour in Philly, and I literally went to go watch you perform, and then 2 weeks later, like the whole world stopped.
Oh, you was there?
I was there. I mean, you didn't see me. I was on the side, but I was like, look at Jacquees doing his thing. How was that tour for you? Because the world literally stopped right afterwards.
The tour was amazing. I thank God that I got the tour last year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm one of the few artists that got the tour. I'm glad you got to come see me. It was crazy because my last show was supposed to be March 5th in Atlanta, and then we switched the date to March 20th. Oh. But we never did get to do Atlanta because of COVID, you know, and that was crazy. You know, it's March again. That was a whole year from now.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though, you know, but the tour experience was crazy. I had a good time on tour. I'm so ready to go back on tour again. You know, I'm really ready to go back on tour. I missed the road. You know, this is the longest break I ever had. So,
wow. Yeah. What'd you do?
What, on the break?
Yeah.
I mean, on the break, I just still been working, you know, I feel like it's kind of opening back up a little bit. So, you know, we starting to get our feet wet a little bit more. But last year, I just, you know, worked on my album that's about to come out. I did a lot of features. Just really stayed in the studio, you know what I'm saying? And traveled and just, you know, set up the studio wherever I went, just created a vibe for myself. I didn't want to be locked in. So I just tried to create a vibe because I'm so used to traveling. So I tried to, you know, continue to do that, even though it's so much precautions with traveling now, you know, but I still try to do that to just keep myself inspired. You know what I'm saying?
Is it on your mind to like make up that Atlanta date? I mean, that's your hometown, you know, like.
I mean, it's on my mind to do something special, you know. I mean, they couldn't get the King of R&B tour, but, you know, I'm planning on doing something special for them. You know, whenever I get ready to come back to perform in the city, I know I'm going to do it big because I love to perform in my hometown because I worked so hard to make a name for myself there. So whenever I get to perform, you know, it's always lit because the city show love. You know, when I did the 4275 tour, it was sold out, you know, 4275 and the Move tour. You know, whenever we come to the city, it's sold out. But the last tour that I came to the city, it was super special because I got to perform at a venue that I always dreamt of performing in at the Tabernacle. It's like a three-story venue in Atlanta, you know, and I remember watching a lot of artists performing there and just thinking like, damn, I hope I could fill that up, you know, but we was actually supposed to do the Fox. So that was actually going to be an even bigger crowd. So, you know, I know when I come back to Atlanta to do it, it's going to be crazy. So I'm ready for them.
Yeah, you've been dodging the Rona because I hear crazy things about Atlanta. I'm in New Jersey.
Yeah, I just took a test. I just came back from the Bahamas. So to go over there, you have to take a test before you leave and when you get there. So I had to take 2 tests. So I came out clean. You know?
Okay. It's like you be trying to ask people. It's like asking someone if they ever had an STD. Like, when's the last time you got tested?
Real talk. Like, you have to stay updated on that. Like, for real. Like,
right.
You got going on.
So finally we have new music from you. You have been working. You got this song with Mulatto. It's called Freaky As Me. Tell me about this song.
The record Freaky As Me, it's a record off my brand new album that's about to get ready to come out, my 3rd LP, POTF Volume 1. Yeah. This is the first single. Mulatto, you know, it was a record that I feel like she'd kill. You know, I wanted a female rapper on it, and I feel like, you know, she doing her thing right now. So I just wanted to put on a record. You know, we was overdue for a record, so I'm like, man, this would be the perfect one for us to come out with. And shout out to her whole team. You know what I'm saying? They came through and made it happen. So we did that.
So the album's PTLE?
PTOF, Volume 1. Panties Thrown on the Floor, Volume 1. Yeah.
PT. Panties thrown on the floor.
PTOF, yeah.
Wow. We got to talk about that title. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, PTOF.
Panties thrown on the floor.
Yeah.
All right.
Volume 1.
Volume 1. So there's more volumes of the panties being thrown on the floor. We'll get to that. Introduce your song, Jacquees. Let's get it.
All right, so this is my brand new single. This the world premiere, Freaky as Me, featuring Mulatto. Let's get it.
So I don't know if you saw this, Quee, but we actually went viral for Christmas. So remember when you came and performed this Christmas, you did our holiday special. Yeah. I don't know why, out of nowhere, I don't know who started this, but you singing this Christmas went viral in December. And I was in the spirit, you know, I was dressed like Mrs. Claus. I was in the vibe. So at the end, I tried to sing with you. Now, obviously, I don't have the same singing voice that you do. So I killed your performance. In the moment, I wasn't my intention. I was just in the spirit. But because that little clip went viral, I felt bad. Did you?
But I felt bad. I seen the clip.
Okay.
But
I'm
it was
sorry.
Cool to me. It just felt like a vibe. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're talking about though at the end.
At the end, I killed it. I just wanted to apologize because in the moment, I didn't think it was that bad. And it's funny, like when we do interviews, we don't go back and watch them, you know, like
right.
I don't know how it went viral, but I'm like, oh my God, it was so disrespectful. This man is hitting the note. And I'm like, ee, in the end.
Right. I'm like, damn, but she was feeling it though. You was feeling it. It's all good.
Also during the pandemic, you dropped Put in Work with Chris Brown.
Yeah.
So I was excited about that because we had talked last time how, you know, you and Chris got enough music to actually like do a whole album. Have you guys like revisited that conversation?
We definitely did. I was spending a lot of time with Chris on over the pandemic. I'm gonna actually be on this new album. One of the records that we actually did for thank you. One of the records that we did for our album, he gonna use for his album. Put in Work was a record that we had for our album too. But I just, you know, used it for my album. So we starting to like throw those records around, but I believe that we still gonna get to the project. I just don't know when.
Okay, but that's good that you guys have been spending time together. That means you guys are working together. What kind of synergy do you have when you guys are in the studio? Because you two are so talented. You both write your own music. You both have the production ear. Like, how is it in the studio in terms of what you guys are working on?
I mean, it's always dope because, you know, Chris one of my idols. So it's just, it's always fun to work with him. You know, he was somebody that I looked up to when I was a kid. So when I'm with him, it's always just like a moment, you know, especially in the studio, because that's like what we love to do, create music. So whenever we're doing that, it's always just a good time. And it's always just like a thing where I learn things and we learn from each other, you know what I'm saying? And I take things from him and he give me those pointers. One thing about it, I never shy away from listening to him. You know, like when an artist come from nothing and then they make it, they can start to feel like they don't need to listen, you know what I'm saying? So I always listen, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing about me. Like whenever I'm in the studio, Chris, I might hit a note and he'd be like, that's 80. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, we need 100, you know what I'm saying? And then I make it 100. So it's always, it always like boosts me up, you know what I'm saying? He know how to like encourage me, you know what I mean? So it's always fun. Like that's my big bro. It ain't like no type of competition or no type of thing like that. He just is all love, you know what I'm saying?
That's amazing. He pushes you.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. What have you learned from him? I mean, I can't even imagine being in the studio with him.
I learned a lot from him, like everything, especially like with work. Like Chris a fast worker, so like when he record, he just like, it's just like quick. I feel like that's why I got my quickness from like in the studio. Like I feel like I got it from him because bro just quick. Like it's quick. CB will make a song in like 5 minutes, like a whole song, like quick stacks, everything. He just, it's quick. Like it's no games. Like it's quick.
Well, he's been doing it since he was like 15, even younger. So when you have that much practice, you kind of like, you get in there and you go, you know?
Yeah, facts. It's amazing to look at, you know what I'm saying? It's be like, dang, bro just did all his stacks, the ad-libs. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just something to learn from. It's cool to be around.
Yeah, definitely. So the album, Panties on the Floor, Volume 1.
Yeah.
What the hell? What made you say, I want that to be my album title?
Man, me and the team, we was just thinking like, man, it's my third album. You know what I'm saying? We started out, you know what I'm saying, 4675, we went King R&B. It's like we wanted something that's just like, honestly, we wanted just a name that'll stick out. And then I was honestly thinking about tour. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about tour. Like this before, like I'm thinking like the world shut down and everything, like thinking the world gonna come back and everything. So I'm thinking like the panties thrown on the floor tour would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? And we were just thinking about the music, like, you know, just think about the artists that came before me that made music like this. And we were just like, man, panties thrown on the floor would be crazy. PTOF, you know what I'm saying? My boy Chef and the whole team was just like, man, that'd be something crazy to do. And they were like, that'd be something crazy to do. And that's what we did. I was looking at the name like PTOF, like, do I want to name myself PTOF? I'm like, what that mean? Because they came up with it and I didn't know what it meant.
Mm-hmm.
It was like panties thrown on the floor. I'm like, boy, that's crazy. So that's how we got it. And we was definitely thinking about tour though.
All right, Jacquees is here. We're going to unpack that a little bit more, okay? His album title, You're in Mina's House on the Heat, SiriusXM. So Panties Thrown on the Floor, Volume 1. Do you understand how that can go, Jacquees? Do you really want that energy, women throwing their panties on the floor? Because I've been to your tour, and,
Right.
and like, I see it happening. I mean, you know, are you ready for that, Jacquees? People just throwing panties at you.
It's gonna be the norm. It's just gonna be more than the norm because now I'm telling them to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like before I wasn't telling them to do it. Now I'm literally saying panties on the floor. So yeah, I'm ready. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be safe.
Is this what single Jacquees looks like?
I mean, I feel like this is what Jacquees look like anyway. I feel like relationship or not, like I'm always be for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what my music for. Like, you know, that's what I came to do. Like, you know, perform for the ladies. So I feel like however it come, you'll always give me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you enjoying being single, or are you open to the world?
It's regular. Like I feel like I'm not like it's fresh. You know what I mean? It's fresh. So I'm not just gonna say like I'm just out here. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, it's a fresh thing. I wouldn't even just like stamp it totally. You know what I'm saying?
It's complicated.
Facts.
It be like that all the time.
Yeah, you know, my life complicated, sure.
Absolutely. You know, we were talking about your album, Panties Thrown on the Floor. I saw you and Young Blue have been cooking up. Is he on the album?
Nah, Young Blue not on the album, but we've been I jumped on the record with him. It's a record that he got. It's crazy, so I can't wait for everybody to hear it. I feel like it's gonna be a smash. Young Blue, he got some stuff. You know, I brought him out on the King R&B tour. He came and performed for the fans. He killed it, shut it down, and I'm glad we did a record. You know, the record hard too. Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking about some of the people you've worked with already. You're like stacking them up at this point. Like you got Trey, you got Chris, Donald Jones, the 23 song. You know, like you have anybody on your mind that's like a GOAT, like a legend that you're trying to get on this album?
Nah, I feel like everybody that's on the album, you know, I appreciate everybody for doing what they did. I reached out to a lot of people, but I always feel like whoever did it, that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So I always come like that. You know, it's a lot of people that I want to work with, but you know, however it come, that's how I do it. You know what I mean? I don't never depend on nobody to make me shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I love when people come with me to help me shine. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, what I get is what I bring, you know what I mean? And I don't never doubt what I do or the people that come give me what I need. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you want a certain artist for a feature and you can't get that artist and somebody else come bless the track, I feel like that's what it's supposed to be, you know? So I'm just happy with everybody I got. I got some great people on the album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you think that the whole King of R&B maybe might have rubbed some of the older heads like a certain way?
Yeah. We was talking about this last night. Yeah, I definitely feel like that. But you gotta have confidence. I'm never gonna shy away from my confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's like being on a football team and telling everybody like, man, I'm the best. I'm gonna be the next Michael Vick. You feel me? It's like I always been like that. So I can't allow people to make my nuts shrivel up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I always been a nigga like my nuts hang. Like it's like I ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like industry or not. Like I'm gonna always be who I am. So it's like if people turn their back on me for being confident, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather stand alone and be who I am than stand in a crowd and be a beast fake. You know what I'm saying? It's called good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? People respect it. Some people don't. I feel like everybody that didn't is just people that they got their own personal issues. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably wish they would have did it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people wish they would have said it, but they had a boss to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even if they had the boss to do it, they didn't think of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that was just something I thought of, and not even thinking. That was just my time, my moment. That's just what was on my mind, and that's just how I'm living. You know, I'm confident in myself. Like I don't think that I'm cocky or arrogant. I think people confuse confidence with arrogance because they haven't seen a confident person in a long time. People always build their confidence off other people. Like nowadays, people get their confidence off Instagram, they get their confidence from other people. You know what I'm saying? Like in a fake way. You know what I'm saying? It's not like real validation. Like you remember growing up, people will see you and give you a real compliment, like off of you, like, you know what I'm saying? Not off of other people liking you, just based off of you.
Right.
A lot of people compliment people off of what other people like. It's like a bandwagon thing. Like if one person say this lame, 9 times out of 10, a bunch of people are gonna say it's lame. If one person think this cool, a bunch of other people are gonna say it's cool. If this crowd of people is wearing this, that they gonna wear that. If they ain't, it's like a bunch of followers. It's a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? I just stand out above all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? The people that understand me, we align together. You know what I'm saying? Like you see me with the greats lately. You know what I'm saying? Like you see me with a lot of the greats.
I seen you with Floyd.
Yeah, you see me with them, and they respect me because they got the same mindset. When they was coming up, they felt like they was gonna be the greatest, and now you looking at them, they the greatest. I just believe the power of the tongue is real, and anything that you say that you could do, you know, that's just what I believe.
Right. Jacquees is joining us here in Mina's house on the Heat SiriusXM. We're going to talk some more on the way. It's the Heat SiriusXM. You're in Mina's house. Jacquees is in the house. He got his album on the way. Panties on the Floor, POTF, Volume 1. So what are you looking at dropping that?
I mean, I can't say. I don't like to give dates no more because I know a lot of things change, but hopefully soon, you know, hopefully it's summer before that, something like that.
Yeah. Let's talk about you and Floyd. I saw you guys hanging out. What's that about? You were performing for you. What was that about?
Yeah, Floyd, that's my guy, man. I'm like his favorite R&B artist, you know what I'm saying? So that's a big thing for me. So his team, they wanted me to, it was his birthday. They wanted me to surprise him for his party. They always say when Floyd running, when he working out, he always play 23 and he always play a House Hotel. He always play my music. So like, man, Jacquees, you came and perform for his party, man, he gonna go crazy. Like you came and hang with him for the weekend, man, it's gonna be lit. Like Floyd loves you. You know what I'm saying? They're like, Floyd love you, man. He love you. He believe in you. So I went down there and turned up with him. You know, that's my guy. I met Floyd when I was like 20 years old. My God.
Right. So the album's on the way. The Q mix. I haven't seen any of that. Are we getting back to that? The Queen mix. I'm sorry. I do this all the time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we getting back to it. I'm finna go in the studio right now when I leave here.
All right. And you got your tequila as well, right?
Yes, tequila. Ariza. Get ready for it. I mean, you can order it now. It's on the site. Ariza Tequila. It's in my bio on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, on Instagram. Double OG Tequila. It's a smooth tequila. It ain't one of those like smooth. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even a big tequila drinker, but ever since I got my own, like I've been on it. So it's some dope. I know you'll like it if you like tequila. Even if you don't like tequila, I feel like you'll like this.
All right, cool. Jacquees, your album's on the way. Please come visit us, you know, when it comes out. And thank you for being so honest. You know, you're my guy, you know?
Hell yeah, forever.
I can't wait to see your face again. Bye. Thank you.
I love.
All right, you're in Mina's house on the Heat SiriusXM.